What's going on, guys? I'm the Mile High Mechanic. Today, I'm gonna be showing you how to replace your air oil separator on this 986 Porsche Boxster. So, let's get into it. So you're gonna first start off by getting your Boxster into what I like to call service mode. Basically, throw the key in, turn it on, and then pop the roof to about there. You got maybe a 4-inch gap there. You take your key on out, and then the rear should be popped like this. So you have a nice gap in here in which you could get your hands and stuff. What you're gonna wanna do is remove, there are these cables that hold down this black top piece down in here. Turn on the flashlight. As you can see, you want to pop these off the side just like that. They just go on those little pins. Same on the other side. Just pop it off just like that. Then there are these little clamps here that hold this secondary liner on to the top. Going to remove those just like that, and then there's one on the other side as well that I already removed. And then you're going to take this and push it forward just like this until it stops like there. And then we can start removing our boxes and stuff. So these are simple. Flip those up, turn them like 90 degrees. There's two for the little storage box on the back of the car. Flip them up, turn them, make sure they come up, and then this thing will separate from the car like this. Keep in mind I'm doing this one-handed, so don't be upset with me if the filming is bad. Just like that. Any contents of the box will be left behind as well. It's a good thing to know. And then you got two more here. Again, same thing, 90-degree twist method for the carpet. And then should lift up. Once you get the carpet out, it's the same thing with the engine cover here. Pop the little clips up, 90-degree twist on these little zinc-plated things. There she goes. And then this thing you can take out just like that. Now, we have access to our engine and our air oil separator that's sitting right here. So let's get starting to replace that thing. So starting at the top from our air oil separator here, we have a hose that connects it to the intake over here. So you can see intake hose and then another hose that connects to that hose. These just you squeeze. So I removed this line here. It has a spring clamp on it, and then you just squeeze these and pull it out of the intake manifold. Now that this is disconnected up here, I wasn't really able to get a good grip on it to disconnect it here. I'll probably just do that when I get it loose. But you can see there's another one on the side. Right there, it's all covered in grease and stuff. You're gonna remove that one too. At this point, I think it'll be easier to raise it up and get to all the lower stuff with this wheel off. So that's how I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna raise it up, take the wheel off, and then show you guys what I'm looking at down below. With the wheel off, you can come in here by the axle and see if I can get my hand in here for you guys. You can see right there, thing covered in freaking oil and grease. This is our air oil separator. You got one bolt here, a hose clamp there, and then that hose clamp at the top that I was telling you guys about, the one that's all greasy up in there. Gonna wanna remove those. There's not a lot of room, which is awesome. In my case, I'm not sure if all of them are like this, but the hose clamp on the bottom of the bellows, if you can see there, looks like it just has a thumb screw on it. But if you do have to get a socket on there, I think it's an 8mm socket is what I've seen from the forums. I still cannot for the life of me get this stupid, get the upper hose off. I removed the bolts already, so that's why it's loose. I'm gonna see if I can wiggle it out a little bit and then get it to a more accessible location to remove that that hose. So with the bolts removed, I was able to come up and wiggle this up and out of the way of this heater hose here, and I was able to squeeze it and pull off that upper hose. And with the upper hose removed, I was able to pull it up a little bit more so that this hose is more accessible. And now I'm just gonna clamp down and pull it off. Of course I need 2 hands, but yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I got the separator out. It was pretty simple once I got this thing disconnected. It didn't want to come disconnected, so I got 2 screwdrivers in either side here and forced the clamps open, and then just pulled really hard and it popped right off. And then just pulled it up out the top here. Here's the unit, just like that. Compare it to our new one. Now it's time to clean up our area that we're going to be working with, because we don't want to get too much dirt in our oil system. But as you see there, just clean it up, get all that loose debris away so we don't accidentally hit some of it in. So if you're not replacing this line like I am, you don't have a replacement for it, you're going to want to clean it out, because there's a boatload of oil in this line. It's another indicator that this thing has failed. But yeah, just rinse it out, get all the oil out of there, clean it up, and then you can throw it back on. A tube is a tube, you don't need a new one. So assembly, you know, is the reverser removal, but make sure you lube up all your O-rings and mating surfaces like I did here, just so everything slides together nicely and creates a good seal. But we're gonna throw this bad boy down in there again. We got everything cleaned up a little bit down there. Again, try not to knock any loose debris into any of the orifices. So it might be easier to push it on from the bottom, so that's what I'm gonna do. So you can see better down here. If I zoom in, see that orange O-ring? Just gonna push that into the block, and then we can get our bolts back on. Make sure your bellows are going over the hole too. So the way you're supposed to put this in, set her down in there, try to line up the bellows as much as you can, and then once it's kind of in place where it's sort of gonna sit, go underneath the car and align your bellows fully, and then try to force the other end into the block. I would tighten down your hose clamp on the bellows first. That way it won't slip off or anything. Make sure that's seated properly. So as you can see here, the bellows aren't seated fully, so you just want to push those down, and then you can manipulate it the entire way. So that's as far as I was able to get it to seat. I don't think it'll leak, just because the old one that was on there looked like that when I took it off. So I'm just going to replace my 2 bolts. I've already tightened down my thumb screw on there. Clean out our intake a little bit, as much as you can, so that we don't smoke a lot on startup, but it might happen. And then replace our hose. I moved this hose clamp to the other side because it was pissing me off. That's not staying in. Take our hose. There she goes. Now it's on there, and we can get this side on. So I had it 180 out. Make sure the little spout comes out towards the back of the car when you're putting it back in. But yeah, there you go. Your air oil separator is now reinstalled, and we can start ripping this thing again. The engine cover and everything is just the same as removal. Just place it on there and twist those things half a turn, and then you'll be good. So yeah, if you found this video informative, please be sure to like on the video, subscribe to the channel for more. Remember, no matter your experience or your skill level, keep on improving.